Here we demonstrate C-Phrase's demonstration interface or pilot interface over Martin and Serva's web shop. All right, so what we see here is the main search field. Up here we see a little bit of information on this particular domain. So if we click on that, we get a little description here, which you might want to read. And here we can actually get the some example questions that we can ask. So right here we get these example questions. You might want to pause and read these. These are all handled by the system currently. Over here, I'll get to this sidebar here in a little while, and I'll describe what that does. But let's just get started here. So let's just do a search for, now I type GR, and I can do a continuation here. So Grunsaker. Okay. So here are all the vegetables or vegetable dishes or vegetables that you can order from Martin Serva. And what's important here is that the actual link here will take you to the order spot on the website. So right here now, you could log in. If you were already logged in, you could just simply buy the item at this point here. Okay, so that just shows how it interfaces or it can link to the actual Martin Serva web shop. All right, so we have all these vegetables. Now, what we're interested in here is something that's a piece of knowledge that was given to us that basically says about them being in season. Okay, so it's the winter season. So based on the rules that we were given, these define the Grunsaker items that are actually in season, so are preferred to be bought. Okay, so let's just take it from the top here. So if we just simply say something like the following, we say something artiklar, artiklar. This actually gives us the full list of items that cooks have ordered previously. So this is actually quite a large page here, so you can kind of go down here. You can, if you wanted to here, what you could do is you could basically do a Control F and then maybe say lactose. So this is basically going to give us all lactose-free items. So you could actually go through here and then find all the lactose-free items if that was your wish. But what we're looking at here now is we're looking at kind of using C-Phrase's internal engine to decide or to determine the queries. So let's just do the following. We basically say artiklar, and notice how I'm pointing on stuff and clicking on it, so there's not that much typing involved. So I basically say in Sweden. Okay, so now we whittle it down to 1,000. So there's still quite a few that are coming from Sweden. These different articles. So then we can basically say. Okay, so they have that kind of a nice green mark. So this is going to whittle it down further. So there's 120 of them that have the green mark on them. Then we might want to say the Krav mark. Okay, and so now we're down to 33 that both have the little heart mark and the Krav mark. And then we also might want to say on campaign. Okay, so there's only one of them here. It's this torsk. So if we look at this right here, we might want to say, okay, that looks pretty good. Let's just look, though, and see what the what's involved in its storage. Okay, look, it has a shelf life. As long as it's frozen, it has a shelf life of 540. That's really pretty good. We might want to look also and just kind of what is the actual packet. So packet info, and then the packet is it's a carton, which is a 5 kilo carton. Okay, so this gives us an idea of us going and buying that and what that would entail. All right, so now let's do the following. Let's find something to actually have with that torch. So over here, now I'm going to describe the sidebar here. So over here, what this allows us to do is allows us to basically bring in new constants here. So what I might want to do is I might want to say like the types, for instance. So these are the broad types of things that are in the web shop at the highest category. So then the subtypes brings us down here. So in the subtypes, we have a little more specificity. So under the subtypes, so let's look here. We have, pasta, rice, and noodles. Okay. So let's just get the pasta, rice, and noodles. Okay. There they are. That should go with torsk. China, India. Okay, we might want to say from Europe. From Europe. Okay, so in the region of Europe, so basically now we've basically just had the lands of Europe. Here they are. Here are the different choices. So what we might also want to do is we might want to say, okay, of those, there are 48 of them still. Let's just look at the 10 lägsta socker. So the 10 of them that have the least amount of sugar. So it looks like this one looks pretty good. I think I'll go with this one. I like the picture there. So then we would order that. All right. And then finally now let's just get some dessert. So let's just let's clear this away here. And then let's go to the constants here. And let's get also type. Now down here, let's see, what do we have here? We have, glass. Okay, so there's in Lösvikt, and then there's the other type here. So let's see here, glass in Lösvik and that. So this gives us both. So these are the two types. So you can always read the paraphrase, by the way, here. You can always see the description of what it thinks you're asking. So just by looking at the picture, I think I want this. So we're going to wind up going here and buying this because I like that. That looks delicious. Okay, so this is basically just a simple demo of the interface for cooks over Martin Serva's web shop. And when you get the link to this, feel free to ask any question you want. It's good the more questions you ask. You can't do any harm. You can't do any wrong. So really try to give the system a workout. Okay, thank you.